Greetings. My name is Margart. Professionally, I'm a trade consultant. I offer advanced mercantile training, by the way. But my real passion is alchemy. I love brewing up new and interesting potions, just for fun. It's a pity my busy consulting and training schedule leaves me little time for gathering ingredients. And heavens forfend that my husband Itar devote a few minutes from his all-consuming hobby stirring up trouble between Khajiits and Argonians to help me find ingredients. I suppose I've got something I could use the guild's help with. I need ogre teeth and minotaur horn for my alchemy experiments. They're tough to get, but I prefer fresh, and I'll pay well. And I just don't trust those Blackwood Company folks to find them. I'm not sure about you either. Tell you what, if you bring me back 5 portions of ectoplasm, I'll give my business to the guild. That's my offer. Be seeing you.
Ectoplasm. That's something you can get from ghosts. Ghosts. Yes. I actually happen to know where you can find some ghosts. That's if the rumor's flying around yet. It's not here in Lebanon, but it's here in Brazil. In Brazil, apparently there's a rumor that's flies around about ghosts that's been wandering around. And then every night it would go from one campsite and walk along the shore, and then it stop, and then look into the horizon. If you pick that rumor up and you follow the ghost, it leads you to a place that's called Panther's Teeth. And then you ask somebody about the teeth, and then they tell you that it's actually a very dangerous place. And then you go there, you'll find a ship that has been wrecked at the teeth. And apparently inside the ship is a bunch of ghosts. And not the nice kind.
Perhaps you'll be able to assist me. I'm after some skooma dealers. A small group of skooma dealers, led by a Dunmer named Kylie Sonavo, is holed up in the Greyland settlement, just up the road. I've been trying to catch Lenavo for months, but every time I approach the place, his lookout sees me, and he goes running. I need someone to go in there and put a stop to those fetchers. I don't care what it takes. We must get that poison they're selling off the street. Bring me Lenavo's ring as proof he's been dealt with, and I'll give you the bounty on him.
Okie dokie.
Be vigilant.
Yeah, he'll attack you as soon as you enter his house. Charge! But he's not alone either. He's got a friend. Good, you. Search his house. If he has anything of interest. some berries and... Oh, spooner. No, ooh, gross. I don't want your spooner. Nope, nothing of interest. Okay. Oh. Why is it that it's always raining? Jeez. Am I cursed or something? Why is it that whenever I exit a place, it got to start raining?
So what's the news from any luck taking down the Navo? You've done it! I can't even begin to thank you enough. By the divines, I salute you in the name of the Legion. And here is your well-earned reward.
Around 20 gold. Now that's more money than I've been paid by the Fighters Guild so far. At least in one go. Alright, I'm gonna make my way back to Brazil. And hopefully I can get that rumor from the people there. I'll let you know. Oh, I just remembered I was talking about something in the last video, which I didn't finish the thought of. As it was about the beginning of the second Elder Scrolls game, Daggerfall. I mentioned that I read about the beginning. The beginning of the game, you start out at this dungeon called the Pirateer's Dungeon, and then you're a prisoner there, and you have to escape. Now, after you escape the dungeon, apparently you get a letter. I forget who you get it from, but or at least who gives it to you. But apparently it's supposed to be from Septim the Seventh, the Emperor in this game. That's why I mentioned him, because you get a letter from him in Daggerfall. So I was like, wait a second, how is it that he's not only in Oblivion but also in Daggerfall? So that's why I researched his age, exactly how old he was, because I didn't actually know the game timeline difference between the two games. I didn't know that. At that current time, of course. I'm going the wrong way. And that's how I found out how old the Emperor was in the second game. So, and why I looked it up. This is like, wait a second. How does the Emperor... I figured it would be like maybe the Emperor's father, like your Septim the 6th or something like that. But no, it's the 7th. So it's like, wait a second, that's the Emperor in Oblivion. Confused. But apparently, game timeline-wise, there's only 30 years between Elder Scrolls 2 and Elder Scrolls 4. Which made me question, why is there such a huge gap? between Elder Scrolls 4 and Elder Scrolls 5. And why do they have such a huge timeline gap between the two games? Because between, I did a little bit of looking, and apparently between the timeline between the first and the second game was only 5 years. 6 years. And then between the second game and the third game is around 12 years. And then the timeline between the third game and the fourth game is 10 years. So, at least game timeline, game timeline wise. So it made me question, why is it the time between Elder Scrolls 4 and Elder Scrolls 5 200 years? What's up with that? Why is it so long? It made no sense to me. Looks like this, oops, I'll take that. Looks like this ancient tomb is underwater. Not much. It's a bunch of debris. The entrance must be buried underneath the sound. This right here is the camp was I was talking about before. You'll find the ghost. There's also a couple of mud crabs around here. Still more enemies nearby? I'll take that. Shred kill very much. I don't see anybody. But yeah, this is where you can find there's a ghost. Which you can follow, that I was talking about before. This is where the ghost starts. It's here, at this camp. He starts this camp and you follow him all the way in that direction. He won't talk to you until he gets to where he goes. You follow him along the shore here, and then he eventually stops right here, and he looks over there in that direction, and then he turns around, talks to you, and then that's right over there, right there. This area here, somewhere over here. It's called the Panther's Teeth. Because apparently there's some rocks there that are really jagged, so it looks like teeth of a panther. Oh, here's the rest of the room. Oh, okay, never mind. It's just part of it. I mean, you can also get the ectoplasm by buying it from, what's it called? Alchemists. Yeah, you can buy it from the alchemist shops and stuff. Now, there's one thing you guys should know about ghosts. There's one very important thing you should know about ghosts here in Oblivion. Is that you can't actually physically harm them. Because there's nothing actually physically there. Ghosts are transparent. So the only way you can actually deal with a ghost and actually kill the ghost is by using magic. At least that's the way it works here in Oblivion. In Skyrim, you can actually physically harm the ghosts, which I don't know why they changed that like that, considering ghosts are not actually a physical mass. They're transparent. Oh well. I'm sure they had their reasons for changing it like that.
Is there a problem? The Fighters Guild thing at Desolate Mine went perfectly, didn't it? They cleared out the goblins and no one got hurt.
Well, that's not the rumor I was looking for, but okay. Thank you for the praise. I'm sure we got hurt. We just didn't, you know, there were no casualties on our side. I believe that the person to talk to about this ghost is this guy right here.
Gilgondry, silver home on the water has beds and food. What's your pleasure? I overheard someone say that Alaron Locke is missing. I don't know what happened to him. His wife, Ursani, is beside herself with grief. Yeah, Ursani's husband, Alaron, is missing. Poor thing. I've seen her crying at the chapel. I hope someone can help her.
Okay, that's not the rumor I was looking for.
I overheard some... My neighbor, Droshanji, is worried. He's seen creatures around the house lately. Why don't you talk to Droshanji? See if you can help. Farewell.
I think that rumor hasn't come into play yet.
You'll always get a fair deal here. I'm Yellowwind. What can I get you? Seems to me that Ardeline has an admirer in Baron Vamore. What's a pretty young thing like me doing in this swamp town? I inherited the business from my late husband, and I aim to make it work. What can I interest you in?
Oh. That is so weird. And why do I have something marked? Something else marked. Well, looks like that rumor hasn't been presented yet about the goose.
Does anyone see City Swimmer? Is he gliding beneath the silver water? Is he creeping round a corner, hugging a wall, silent as a shadow in the dark? No, I am here. I stand proud before you, City Swimmer, trainer of the prospective sneaker, the sly sliding unseen.
And you apparently are a poet, too.
Ha! Members of the Thieves Guild in our fair town? What makes you think that? Never. Absurd. Such fine law-abiding citizens are we all.
It's freaking me out. Gosh, Steve's Guild? What's that?
Then you want to know about the Gray Fox. Want to learn more? Visit the waterfront district of the Imperial City. Find the Garden of Daraloth at midnight. Then ask your questions.
Okay, we'll do that.
Be seeing you.
Boy.
The prey approaches. What can I do for you? City Swimmer certainly lives up to her name. I've seen her in the canals many times. You too.
State your business. Good news from Kvatch for a change. The last of the Daedra have been driven out.
Well, it looks like I'll have to find me an alchemist. Because I can't seem to get that rumor out of people.
Of course.
Oops, something popped up on the screen.
He greets you. His work is the castle grounds, grand gardens green. Droshanji also is advanced trainer in security. Kudai is a member of Braville's Mages Guild. She put the word out that a good friend of hers went missing. She's offered a reward, but as far as I know, no one's taken her up on the offer. Not sure who's missing either. She's keeping quiet about it. I suppose if you're interested, you could head over there and ask Kuda Ai yourself. Hey, you're the one they call the hero of Kavach, aren't you? The one that closed the Oblivion Gate and saved the city. Bravil is perhaps not so nice, but Bravil Castle and Castle Gardens, they are jewels, are they not? Take care.
There's also something else going on. I believe it's here in Brazil. It's a Brazil castle. There's a. Oh no, wait, it's not in Brazil. It's in Leeuwen. This place right here, the White Stallion Lodge. You eventually come across a rumor where a orc knight can be found inside the castle courtyard. Not courtyard. Inside the castle court. Lounge area, whatever it is. And apparently she is a self-proclaimed knight. Is self-employed, I guess you could say. And apparently she knighted herself. I don't see how that's possible. You had to have someone of nobility to do that, but unless she was able to do it. Oh, I recognize this guy. Look, the anchor in his hand. That's gotta be Zenithar. This is Zenithar, yeah. Apparently his symbol of his altar is an anchor for some reason. I don't know why, but it just is. Anyways, she somehow nodded herself, and then she apparently she went to Leeuwen to speak to one of the people that live there and to find a certain place where a person she was looking for. Because apparently that person killed her friend. Oh, this is the Chapel of Mara, but yeah, you got a statue of Zenithar. Let's see here. What am I running around for? I'm supposed to be looking for an alchemist. I'm pretty certain that they have one. At least I remember there being one.
Take a chance on the warlock's luck. Just kidding. Everything is all perfectly safe. Tested it myself. Ungarian, retired adventurer. You may have heard of me. There are 2 ruined forts south of Bravil. One is close to the road to Leeuwen. The other is out on a point of land that projects into Nibben Bay. Anvil is all in an uproar. First the chapel attacked, now the prophet ranting about the end of the world. Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Okay, he's got some stuff. Doesn't have what I'm looking for, though. Damn it. Wait, what's this? Fortified Magica, drain strength, drain it. No, I don't see why anyone would buy that off you. And plus, it's 20,000 gold or 12,000 gold. Jeez.
Good day.
That's got too many setbacks, but it's also too expensive. Jeez.
Well met.
It says that that guy right there, he's actually, well, do you guys, know it? He's actually a member of the Brotherhood. Right there, that guy. He's standing there. Yeah. He's a Brotherhood member. Uh, there is an alchemist inside the Mage Guild hall as well, but I don't know if you can actually buy anything from
How are
them
you?
if you're not a member.
Fantastic. Thanks for asking. I'm Ardalin. I'm the Guild's advanced trainer in alchemy here in Berlin. I don't know what Archmage Traven has against necromancy, but the first thing he did after taking over the Mages Guild was to ban its practice. What can I interest you in?
Oh, okay, cool. You can buy stuff from her. I didn't think you could. Oh, she's... Oh, damn it. She only got one. I suppose one's better than nothing. I looks like I'm gonna have to put this one on hold for a while so I can find more. Damn it.
Another satisfied customer. Take care.
And as far as I know, I can't actually go to Panther's Teeth in order and kill the ghost. I mean, it's a possibility that the ship is actually there and you don't need the quest to find the ship, but... But it could be empty, even if the ship is there. Yeah, I'll go anyway.